What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not true. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that control passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Gators offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's a running room. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Hifton is coming out on the goal line. Play action. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Florida. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy match.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. To the air, it's Abrams. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some violence.
The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
How many 1st downs is that alone? Just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'll ride Davis here. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Running to Green. Turning it on. Oh, what a caught. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Abrams. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here's a heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a catch at the 20. Steps out of bounds. He's all the way down to the 13-yard line, and they are in scoring territory. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Plows through the defense. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
On 1st down from their own 22. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Abrams. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Commodores moving quickly to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it along the sideline. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going to the running game. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Find some fresh air. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Abrams. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get. Ball back.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw in it.
There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down here for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's cracked. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Making side adjustments here. They'll run the toss. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
a CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the line. And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Back to pass, it's Abrams. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Doors!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Bring in the heat. Safe completion on the screen. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gators will hustle to the line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Got it in the middle. It's Foster. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On the move, it's Dobbs. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap. Come from just inside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake, flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Looking to pass, it's Need. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Davis. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw one interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it.